So we had a big launch today.
Big launch today. So a little bit stressful, man.
You were a little stressed when we got
I was
on.
I was a little stressed. So big like strategic moves happening today.
Oh,
We've talked.
I love it.
We love a strategy.
It's so good.
We've talked in the past about the conundrum that is the Aaron Francis YouTube channel, right?
Yes,
My interests are many and varied.
they are.
Even when we constrain them to some sort of technology, they're still many and varied, and we can narrow it down to just like Laravel, PHP, and databases. Those are, spiritually adjacent, but to the algorithm,
So
very,
the
very
core,
different.
right?
Yeah. And within the database, we've got, short, 10, whatever minute videos. And then we've got long form podcasts, hour, half long videos. Shoving that all on the Aaron D. Francis channel has, I think, hurt me in terms of growing an audience, because it's like, I don't like PHP, I like databases. I like PHP, I don't care about databases. Or I don't want to listen to a podcast, all of the above. And so today is the launch of 2 new channels, one of which has content, one of which is just like being a placeholder for now. The one that has content is the Database School podcast channel. So it is a standalone channel. I've been working on new branding and design and stuff like that, and so we've got a new channel up, and we'll leave links down in the notes. And this will serve as the podcast channel. That's it. Just gonna have the podcast on there. And today we released the first one, which is an interview with the CEO of PlanetScale, Sam Lambert. So big launch interview, trying to get all the hype over to the new channel. And so trying to time it all correctly and get everybody on the same page not on their side. They did everything right. On my side with, editor, graphic design person, all of that, trying to get it all put together just became quite stressful. But hey, it's out. It's a good interview. It's going well. There's a big surprise we can talk about here in a second, but that's where we're at.
So I didn't even notice if there was a logo type thing. I should have looked at that. Is there a logo type thing?
There's a logo type thing. So if you go to
it's not in my feed.
If you go to, let's see.
Oh, there we are. Oh, okay, yes, I see.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of a header. Okay, we got a little bit of a logo with my face behind it, and just trying to unify the properties. And this is like step.
I like that. And then it's got the bottom of the closing tag where it could be podcast. That's what's there right now, but it could be other things in the future potentially. Okay, I like it. Very flexible. Okay, let me get off of there. That looks good.
Yeah, that's part of it, is trying to get a whole system together, so I can have the podcast branding and have the course branding and the platform, and like have all of that kind of together, and have like a theme for the thumbnails so they all look cohesive, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you got this interview. You worked it out with Sam. We're water under the bridge. Everything's good.
Yes.
Because just to close our arc from the beginning of the podcast, you got laid off by Sam.
Yes.
And, management, not just Sam, I'm sure. Whatever it is. And then it's been a couple years. Everybody's back together. They want to be in the database. They like what Aaron Francis is doing. They want their stuff, I'm sure, to be featured. You like what they're doing. You've always said that you very much enjoy PlanetScale and it's what it provides. So that's great. So everybody's back together.
Everybody's back together. I will give immense amount of credit to Sam Lambert, because he texted me. It was like the day of Laracon. So talk about like stressful timing. He didn't know that, of course, but he texted me and was like, "Hey man, I would love to give you back." This is a big reveal. I'd love to give you your course back. The MySQL for Developers course. I would love for you to have that back. And I was like, oh, shoot. Like, wait, what? What's going on? And so, I'm trying to like MC a conference and like figure out what the hell's happening here.
You're doing business deals. You're texting.
I know. I'm out on stage. I'm like, everybody hang on a second. I got something I got to do. And so he's like, hey, it's yours. You put your heart and soul into it. I think it belongs to you. I would love for us to like be on good terms. And so to me, that felt like a peace offering. Like,
Nice
hey
olive
man,
branch.
yeah, hey man, I hope you're doing well. I want to do this thing for you. And I thought, one, very like unnecessary, not required at all, and two, very like humble and thoughtful to be like, hey man,
Mm,
this belongs to you. And we talk about this in the episode, so you could go listen to the end of the database school episode, and he had some very nice things to say, like, hey, you put all of, you know, your heart and soul into this thing, and you are like the steward of this course. And so from there, we started talking some more, and then I suggested, like, you know what would be fun and what would surprise the people is if we did an interview together. That would surprise
yeah.
the people. And he was like, yeah, that would be fun. That would surprise the people. And so it just lined up such that it worked out for their Postgres offering to become GA today. We're recording on Monday.
Oh,
It came GA today. And so we
wow.
released the podcast in lockstep with that. So it's kind of, a big launch for them. And so, yeah, it's, it hurt getting laid off, obviously. Like, we
Nope.
covered that in great detail. I have always said businesses are gonna business. Like, you know what? That's how business goes.
Right.
And to have him personally reach out, all these years, 2 years, that's a long time. Have him reach out later and be like, hey man, are we good? I want to be good. Is like, hey, you know what? That means a lot. I appreciate that. So
Right.
yeah, it's a nice full circle. It's nice to not, have to tiptoe around anything. I had already had a PlanetScale engineer on to talk
Right.
about PlanetScale metal a while back. And like you said, I've always been impressed by, everything they've offered at PlanetScale. But this does feel like, this is like, what a relief. How nice to not have to like worry about anything like that. So feels good. I could have had the interview prepped, maybe a few hours earlier, because that part was stressful.
We'll get to
But
that. Hold
the
on.
rest of it's good.
So I do think, well, yeah, first of all, when you're a kind-hearted soul, as we are, and you especially, but even myself to some degree, and an emotional person, which I think we both
Yes,
are.
correct.
When you
Me
have
especially.
stuff out there, negative energy out there
Hate
with
that.
people, it just weighs on you.
It
And
just
it's
weighs.
like
We don't like
when you
that.
have the opportunity to bury the hatchet with these kind of things, I think it is very nice to do.
Yes, I agree.
And then I also think that these things are a choice, and it's interesting for people to see that. It's like, I mean, obviously I'm very close with people who used to work at Userscape for
Of
me,
course,
right?
yeah.
And like, I could be mad at them and be like, oh, they went and took other jobs and I'm not going to talk to them anymore or whatever, right?
Yep.
But like, so that would be one choice. And some people definitely take that choice. I've known people who are like, this person left, I hate them.
I hate them. I hate
Whatever.
their
Right.
company they
Yeah.
went to. I hate
Right.
everyone they've ever known. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you can be like, oh, it's people evolve and things are happening and whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, when you're businessing, there's still humanity sometimes lurking in there, and
Mhm.
you don't have to do what you might think is the obvious thing of staying mad or being mad
Right.
or whatever those things are. So
Yes,
that's great.
it is very heavy to carry a grudge forever.
Yes,
So,
it can be.
and you will know this. Forgiveness is a Christian virtue. So
I've heard that.
that's another thing we got going here,
There you
And
go.
so it's nice to have all of that just be like, we're cool. And if you stick around to the end of this episode, I'm doing it again. Do you hear the tease? That's pretty
I
good,
like
right?
it. Where you're learning.
If you stick around to the end of this episode where we talk about the traction table, it's nice because like I tweeted about this traction table, and then Sam texted me and was like, hey, which table did you get? Like, I saw on Twitter, and it's like, okay, like, we're cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's good. We're back. So yeah, feels good.
Which I want to know what traction table this is also, because I was curious about that. And this also
so you need to stick around to the end of this episode.
And I've talked about this. We've talked about this privately. Listeners, let us know what you think about this. I kind of feel like we should have a gadget segment where we do gadgets.
Oh, I love a gadget.
We got a lot of gadgets. I have tons of gadgets. You're a gadget guy?
I would love a gadget segment. You know what's not a gadget, but I'm about to show as if it is? This brush right here.
Okay, no, that's a gadget. That's 100% a gadget.
This brush right here has proven useful more times than I can count.
What the hell is that?
brushing off the keyboard, brushing off the desk, brushing off the screen. I don't know why I have this, but I use this thing probably 2 or 3 times a week. It is fantastic.
For the listeners, it's a small wooden brush with bristles. It's like 6 inches of bristles.
It's like an
and the bristles are like
brush, I think.
2-inch long bristles. It's a substantial brush. This is a substantial brush. I guess it's not. I guess it's for. I don't know what it's for. It's not a hairbrush. It's for brushing things, I guess. And apparently, Aaron does a little like cleaning, and he's just brush.
Just like to brush everything off. Put it back on the wall behind me. So that's a little preview for upcoming gadget segments being, brushes.
Yes. All right. Very good. Brushes are gadgets are not limited to electronics. Just like the traction table, I presume is not electronic unless you spend a lot of money.
No, that's a little too dangerous. I don't want it ripping me in half.
I have questions about that. All right. So let's
stick around to the end of the episode. Yeah.
Oh man, we are getting good at this.
No,
all right. So,
no.
All right, so you do this video. I've only gotten 10 minutes in. I dropped like right before we started recording.
And you left a comment, which I appreciate.
You caught the comment already.
I caught the comment, yeah.
Well, part of it, this is why you need to go over there and watch this, people, is we get a brand new view of Aaron's apartment office.
That's right.
It blew my mind. And the other people are commenting.
Yep.
Nobody cares about the content. Everybody's very excited.
Everybody's like, ooh, new angle.
Yeah, new angle. We get to see around. My comment was that's like Seinfeld's apartment. You don't know what's in his bedroom. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's around the other corner. What is there a TV there at the other? If you would turn the camera around, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
So anyway, that's like
watch the video to find out. Yeah.